Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois and welcome back to Skybees. In the last episode, we were working on some automation for clay because we are going to be using these marine bricks for our singularity machine, I guess. And yeah, so we need a lot of clay for that. And we set this up. It's kind of messy. I haven't cleaned it up yet. I will eventually, probably. But yeah, we have a lot of work to do still, and there's still plenty of things to do in the meantime. So we've got a lot of resources to gather, and one of the big things with that is upgrading our apiaries, which is something we're going to do today. The other thing that I want to start working on, and this is going to be a lot of auto crafting, is our first actual creative item, specifically the infinite storage part, which, while it doesn't say creative in it, is used to make the infinite storage disk, which allows you to have, well, infinite storage. We don't have to worry about these guys anymore. And so that is something we're going to work on today. We're going to start working on it. I don't know how far we'll get with that. But there's a handful of other things that I want to do in the meantime. So let's start with that. So in order to make this infinite storage part, we are going to need a lot of other storage parts, including, 1048 million storage parts and, yeah, a lot of really expensive things. So we're going to start with 1K. So in the center, we need a 1K. So let's just see, storage parts. We can get up to 64. How many 64s do we need? 16 64s. It looks like we need 4 of those, 4 16s, 4 4s, and 1 1. So 4 of everything and then 1 of these. So let's do 4 of those. String. Okay. So we need string. What is a good way to get string? Oh, I didn't think about that. By the way, I picked up all of the cows that were over there. They are now in monster balls in here. I figured it'd be easier to just do it that way. But yeah, so we need string. How is a good way to get string apart from wool? Wool is a good way to get string. We could use a botany pot to make things a little bit nicer. We could also use a garden cloche. And I think that is the way we're going to go about this. So let's just start with 1K. Can we make the 1K storage part? We certainly can. So that is going to start doing its thing. And one thing that we can go ahead and work on real quick while we're waiting on that is this guy. So this is our solidification chamber, which makes honey for us. And honey is important to make apiaries, but the bad part about this thing is the way it inserts, the way this works, it only works if there's sticks in all 3 inventory slots, but this guy, the crafter, only fills up 1 at a time. So we're going to fix things by making things a little bit more complicated. So if we grab the right inventory and grab this pattern, we can change it a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this 64. Actually, we can make this, I can't make it any more than 64. Okay, so we're going to need some more sticks. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to put 3 stacks of sticks in, and that is going to make a stack of honey. So anytime, and I can kind of show this off, anytime we want to make a honey block, so we have a stack in here, but if we want to just make 1, it's going to craft 64. Every time. So why do we want to do it that way? Well, it's going to have 3 stacks of sticks. And so what we can do is we can put a stack upgrade. No, we cannot. I thought I could put a stack upgrade in there. That makes things a little bit more complicated. Can we get a speed upgrade then? Let's go ahead and make 4 if we can. And do we have that storage part now? We do. Cool. And that is going to arguably quickly work. So there's the storage part. So if we can't get stack upgrades in there, I thought we could, but that's okay. Also, by the way, I'm thinking the roof of this building might be the Surge quartz slabs. I want to use slabs because then we won't have to worry about mob spawns or anything like that. No torches on the top. But I like the Surge quartz. The blue kind of goes with the quartz look because it is quartz. But it goes with the marine bricks as well. And I have gone ahead, let's actually just take these speed upgrades. I've gone ahead and grabbed all of the different materials we're going to need to make the singularities. And that is just sitting there for now. So can we put speed upgrades in this thing? We can. Okay. That part is good. So does that do what I think it does? And timing. So there is 4 speed upgrades in there. So let's tell it to make a block of honey. So it's going to make a stack worth, and ideally what we should see, it'll make the sticks, and then it's going to put the sticks in here. And what I want to see is that all of the sticks go in here before they do. I don't even know if we need that many. We probably only need 1. I will kind of experiment with this because we do need a lot of honey blocks. So can we make the next storage parts? We're going to need 4 of these. We can. Cool. If we can only get away with using 1 speed upgrade, the problem I was having in my little bit of testing was that when crafting this, there is a little bit of delay. It takes just a little bit of time for the honey block to solidify. And this guy was not being able to put all of the sticks in there quickly enough. And so what would happen was there was a couple of sticks that would go into the first 2 slots. And then the last little bit of honey wouldn't be able to be crafted. So we'll keep an eye on that. I will make sure that we don't need any extra speed upgrades. We know that obviously 4 works. Maybe 1 works. We'll test that after it's done making it. But we'll go from there. So with that taken care of, I guess the next thing to do is to make the next tier of apiary, which is the tier 3. And we just need a honeycomb. And there is a tier 3 apiary, which is pretty good. Beginning the end game, really. So with a tier 3 apiary, we can solve a little bit of our problems because all of these combs, so we have a lot of blaze honeycombs, apparently. And it is really raining outside for me right now, so that is very loud. I doubt you guys can hear it, but I can. We need to get this kind of going, and so the tier 3 is actually going to make honeycomb blocks, and it's going to output 4 honeycomb blocks every time instead of the tier 2, which does 16 honeycombs. Tier 4 is also is 8 honeycombs blocks, which is a little bit better. So I'm gonna put this in here for now. How far off are we from making? You know what, let's go ahead and teach the system how to make the tier 3s and the tier 4s. Why not? And we'll just do that. So how far off from a tier 4 are we? Oh wow, that takes a lot of stuff. Also 100 nether stars, which by the way, we have like an absolute ton of nether stars. Where are they? We have 5,000 nether stars, so that is not a problem. But yeah, tier 4 apiary is going to be a little bit of time. So what we'll probably try to do is upgrade as many as we can to tier 3 and then go from there. I just don't know which ones I want to upgrade first, and I'm going to kind of redo a lot of the bee stuff. Probably only 2 bees of each type in each. And for things like this one, those aren't even producing honey anymore. Let's go grab some shears. And we'll fix that real quick. So one of the big things that is kind of a a problem is these guys. There's too many bees in here, first of all. But also, hey, get out from there. But also just kind of dealing with, do we need the dust anymore? I don't know if we need dust. So it might be good to lock the bees. Have only 2 bees of each type. But lock the ones that we don't want. Or have 1 bee and lock them. They can only have 9 unique bees, so no duplicates types. So I'll figure out something for that, but I will do a lot of that kind of stuff off camera. Just know that eventually all this stuff is going to be upgraded to tier 4 apiaries, and we're going to be producing a lot of supplies. So, do we have the storage? No, we do not. What are we waiting on? It makes a lot of storage parts, and this thing is kind of slow. So you know what? Let's scratch some of our plans. Actually, that was about all I had up until we needed to do more stuff. So why don't we move on to something a little bit different? What I want to do then is let's get some applied energistic stuff going. So what we need is, what are they? I don't know what they look like anymore. Those are the spatial storage cells. These acceleration cards. We need some acceleration cards, and to get these we need calculation processors, which means we need some inscriber stuff. So let's just make another set of inscribers. We just need, part of me wants to make pistons be a recipe, but we're gonna need 2 sticky pistons, please. And then we can get another inscriber. I don't think I have any more. No. But we're going to need a couple other things. So let's just get this guy set up right here so that we can use it. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making some acceleration cards. Now this makes these machines go faster. Now I'm going to want, obviously, 9 of them. And let's actually go for, let's go for 12. So the advanced cards is 2 each. So we're going to need 6 calculation processors. So we're going to need some printed silicon. And we're going to need some of these. We need a calculation press. Did I ever make those? Are they being used down here? I don't think so. We could take let's see, we're gonna need, like I said, 6 of these. So we just need 6. Oops. Well, that is unfortunate. Oh well. That's fine. We'll have extras up here. So we're going to need the calculation press. And I apparently never made that. So that is something we're going to have to do, which is not too terrible of a thing. So to make the calculation press, we're going to need some steel, charged Sturgis quartz, and Sturgis quartz dust. So we have the dust. We just need some charged Sturgis quartz. And in order to get charged Sturgis quartz, we could be sifting. we can enrich stuff, or we can use a charger. And the charger is this guy right here, which we can go ahead and craft. I thought I had one of these, but apparently not. And we can just charge these guys. It takes it a second. It is somewhat random how long it takes to get them. And we have all, okay, we do have all four. And then we're just going to need a piece of steel. And I think we can use this, right? So it's something like this. And there is the inscriber. Cool. And that is a task complete. So I apparently never did that. So we still need to make the logic press as well. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Why not? The logic press should be a lot easier. It is 5 steel and 4 charged Certus quartz. That is not really that much easier, but eh. Let's go ahead and get this going. And then, yeah, see, that one was instant. This one takes a little bit. It is completely random how long it takes, but this machine can be very easily automated, but don't really have much need to. So we just do something like this, and there is that quest completed. Why not? Let's go ahead and get it so that we can have it for later. So the calculation processor is going to go in there, and in order to make these printed calculations, we need Certus quartz that is pure. So we can either use the seeds or we can use the actual Certus quartz. And we're going to need 6 of these. We're also going to need 6 redstone. And the easiest way is to just enrich them, because otherwise it's awful. So again, we can only do one at a time. This is a little bit slow, but let's actually just make the first of the advanced cards. And you know what? I'm going to teach the system how to make these calculation cards, if I can click the right things. So we're going to do that. And the advanced cards are just that. And then if I need to make the processors, I can do that manually. And we have our next storage. 4K storage parts. They go around. Kind of figured that. And then we're going to need 16K for those. And this is where we start needing string. And apparently we had a lot of stuff in there, but let's go ahead and get 4 of these guys, because I believe that's what we need. Yes, and they go, that is the center 9. So we should have our first calculation processor, and we should be able to make advanced cards. And specifically we want the acceleration cards. So let's make 2 of those, and it should be a very quick craft. Are there quests for this? That was really weird. There is. Okay, so the next advanced card I'm going to make is going to be just straight into the inventory. And then we can make the other stuff. So you can see already with just 3 advanced acceleration cards how fast this is. And that's what I want to see. So basically, the faster we can make the processors, the better off we'll be in general. So might as well. All right. We're going to need what? 10 more of these? So advanced cards, 10. Put that in my inventory. Why is that not available. Okay, well that'll be something we'll have to make later. Let's go ahead and make the acceleration cards because that's more important. So very quick, but this will make things a lot better. So we'll go ahead and max that guy out. And then we'll get all of these guys maxed out. And I think, yeah, it takes it a second to kind of like realize that it's all there, but it's almost instantaneous. So that should speed things up quite a bit. So with that done, we can just kind of wait around for this stuff to craft, get more industrial hemp. We could also grab some bone, specifically bone meal, and put that in there. And that will fertilize this and make this go even faster. But the next thing we're going to need to start working on. So a lot of that stuff was just kind of little things that are going to help in the long run. But this is something that we're going to need for what we're actually working on, which is the infinite storage part has to go into the advanced storage housing in order to make the disk. And the advanced storage housing requires vibrant quartz glass, steel plates, 3 storage housings, and biodiesel. 4 buckets of biodiesel. So we need to make a refinery. We need to get plant oil and ethanol. Ethanol is from a fermenter. Plant oil is from a squeezer. And so we need to make 3 really big machines in order to do this. And we might as well get the materials first, and then we can worry about building them. And I will probably, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a basement to this, just right down here. And we'll have all these big machines down there. I forgot this is so huge. So the fermenter is a stop. So it is doesn't seem to want to. There we go. So it is a 3x3 roughly. The squeezer is also a 3x3, and then the refinery is a, what is this, 1 2 3 4 5 3x5, but they're all 3 blocks tall, so it's not too bad. So let's just start getting the materials we need for all of this, and we'll just start with, I don't know why this is so like large, 8 steel scaffolding. Let's start with the steel scaffolding. We need 8 steel scaffolding. All right, we have that. I'm gonna just put this in here for now. 2 light, 2 heavy. Engineering blocks. All right, so we need engineering. 2 light, 2 heavy. This requires. Is it just 1 each? It is. That is very expensive. And then we're going to need the steel mechanical casings, mechanical components, which is 2 steel and 1 copper for 1. So we're going to be using a lot of steel with this. And we need 8 of these. So far not anything too terribly. Let's grab some more steel scaffolding because we're going to need that probably. So we're going to need 8 of those. And then there is the 2 heavy engineering blocks. So then 2 light engineering blocks requires iron sheet metal, which we can actually teach the system how to make. Is there anything on this? Yeah, the iron mechanical, which is more iron plates. So let's do a processing for an iron plate. There we go. And then we can put that in the metal press. And let's just get, I don't know, stack. That sounds good. So there is the heavy engineering blocks. What else are we going to need? So we need the 2 light. We need a redstone engineering block, which is just 4 blocks of iron. And that. We're going to need more sheet metal, 16 sheet metal, and then 5 fluid pipes, which I believe also requires the iron plates. So we just need a lot of iron plates. So I guess let's make the fluid pipes. We have 5 of those. And then we need the 2 recipes of that for the light engineering blocks, and it is 2 each. And if we need 8, that means we need 16. So we'll get the components, and that should be everything we need for the light engineering blocks. So let's get, we only need 1 recipe of those. And that's fine. So we just need 2 of those. We're probably going to need more for the other stuff. And then we're going to need some iron sheet metal. So how many of those did we need? 16. So that should be everything for this guy. Everything is check marked. I don't know. I could probably fix the GUI, GUI, however you want to say it. But at the same time, meh, it's okay. So there is the refinery. Let's go up to the squeezer. Squeezer requires a piston, 6 steel scaffolding, which we should have 4 of. So steel scaffolding is going to be 1, 2, 3. I don't even care. We have plenty of steel. So it was 6. That is 3. So there is the 6. We're going to need a piston. And that is easy enough to get. 2 light engineering, 1 redstone engineering. So 2 light engineering. Actually, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's keep all this stuff on our in our inventory so we can see that we have it all. So there is that. Light engineering blocks. How many of those did we need? 2. 3 steel fences. So that is, let's see, where are the steel fences? There they are. 2 of those. 3 steel fences. 2 fluid pipes and 4 wooden barrels. So the fluid pipes we have. And then wooden barrels are treated wood. And the question is, do we have... We can craft some treated wood if we have buckets. And we can just go ahead and do this. There's 1 treated wood, 1 treated wood slab. I'm not going to even worry about those. Let's just grab the buckets. And we'll get a stack of treated wood in the system. So treated wood. And then to make these, so we need 4 of the barrels. Yes, 4 barrels. And so we just need 4 recipes. Actually, we need 2 recipes of this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be everything for that. Perfect. So wooden barrels, engineering, perfect. All right, and then the last thing is the fermenter. So we're going to need 6 steel scaffolding, 2 light engineering blocks. Steel scaffolding. I need another recipe's worth of that, so we're going to need 3 of these. So that is the 6 of those. 4 cauldrons, 1 redstone, 2 fluid pipe. Okay, so some of the stuff we're going to need to make more. The fluid pipes we can also use to actually transfer the liquids. So we're going to need, just get rid of everything. Redstone engineering is just a bunch of iron. And every machine from immersive engineering requires one. And then cauldron, we don't have, but we can make those really easily. I think it said 4. And then 4 iron sheet metal, which is just 1 recipe of the plates. And if I do it that way, I can rotate the grid and everything works. So we have everything we need to build all of these machines. So that's what I'm going to do. We're also going to need a flux point. But we have that on AutoCraft, so that is nice and easy. Universal cables, mechanical pipes. Let's go ahead and use some of those. If we need the ultimates, we're not gonna be moving stuff that quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little bit of a floor, and unfortunately I'm going to probably make it out of treated wood. So I'm going to get all of that stuff together. And let's see how the crafting is on the 16Ks. It's only made 1, so that's going to take a little bit of time still, but it is going to be a lot faster. And yeah, it's got to make 27 more. That's just going to take some time. So what we'll do is I'm going to build a floor. We can start working on getting biodiesel produced, and then yeah, we can potentially even make what we need. So I'll get the machines first, and then we can go from there. So I'll be back once I have that built. So good news and bad news. The good news is I have built some more. So I decided to go with this vertical birch planks. I think it looks pretty nice. I don't know if I'm going to keep the corners to be the wood, or if I'm going to use something else. I've got this really nice dark oak ladder and a downstairs, which is big enough for all the machines what we're going to need. We're going to build those in just a second, but the bad news is, while I have our 16K storage parts, which we need, these finish out this portion. I said that weird. The next thing we need is for 64K, and oh wow, some of these we need even more. The 64K we can't make yet because we need 4 of them. We're missing quartz enriched iron. So what I need to do is, I think quartz enriched iron is over here. Yeah, and I don't know if these guys are working too well. But what I need to do is get apiaries on them. So that will probably be where I replace, if I do the tier 3 on, let's say, this one, because we're getting a lot of resources from this. I'll probably just take that apiary and put it on this guy. And that's something that we kind of need to do. And I need to sit down and devote some of the time to just kind of making all the apiaries a little bit nicer, cleaning up everything, getting the right number of bees so they're not all fighting because they're dumb, and go from there. But let's go ahead and get the biodiesel. So we need to make a bunch of machines, and I don't think there's a projector. Let's actually look. So there is this projector, but that is from Cyclic. I don't think there's anything. I think it's an add-on for immersive engineering that gives you a block, which, yeah, I don't see it. But there is a block that you can get. I believe it's in an add-on. I don't believe it's in normal immersive engineering. That basically gives you the ghost block outline of making the various machines. But what we're going to do is we're just going to do one at a time. So we're going to put the fermenter on this side. So it is light engineering block right here. And what else do we have? Fluid pipes in the middle. So something like this. Oops. And then fluid pipes like so. And then the next layer is another light engineering block on top of this. The 4 cauldrons. And then redstone engineering block right here. And then the 4 sheet metal. And we have to hit this somewhere. Formed by using on the central cauldron. Perfect. So there is that. And we can just put a torch. I guess we should probably move things around a little bit. We can put a torch just right there. And then on this side, we're going to make the squeezer, which is very similar. I guess we'll do, I think it's going to be like this. With the fluid blocks. And I think it's almost exactly the same, just with other pieces. Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll put that there. And the wooden barrels like so. And then on top is a piston into the middle, facing downwards, which is always a pain to do. So let's get just some blocks. We'll get that. And then the 3 fences. And then it should be just hit the middle thing again. And hopefully we can get everything wired up well. No. I'm trying to make it a different direction. So if that is on the left, oh yeah, that is completely wrong. You know what? Let's just redo this whole thing. And hopefully didn't lose it. Whoa. Okay. Hopefully didn't lose too much other than those. This axe is really, really strong, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Alright, so let's plug that hole back up. And let's just build it so it's facing the same way. And these guys. Alright, so something like this. Light engineering blocks. Redstone will go here. 4 wooden barrels. Right? Yes. And then the piston on the interior, which, can't I rotate this with? Yes, I can, but can we do something like this? No. Alright, I guess let's just do this again. Put that there. I really, really despise pistons and not being able to rotate them easily. Maybe there's a way. Maybe I'm just not aware. It's not even how it's supposed to go. These are supposed to be on this side, which means, okay, we can fix this without actually having to break everything. We want the fluid pipes to be this way. And if the fluid pipes are going that way, we just need to put the light engineering blocks here. And scaffolding everywhere else is fine. And then the redstone goes there. And the barrels go here with the fences on top of them. Okay, I think I finally figured this one out. It is a weird looking machine, and then we should just be able to hammer from the side that has the engineering block. So we have to hammer this part. And yeah, it's backwards, but at the same time, it'll feed this direction into where we want it to go, which is into the refinery. So let's make the refinery, and then we'll get everything kind of figured out. So the refinery is 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heavy on one side, light on the other. And then scaffolding everywhere else. And that is all the scaffolding that we need. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. And the next layer, build everything up. Heavy, light, redstone and iron sheets. Redstone goes here. 2, 3, 4. And then it's just like so. And then what do we hit? Heavy engineering block. There we go. So that cannot go there. We'll put it behind. Same with this guy. And all we have to do is put these guys like so. And configure them so that they do what we need them to do. Which is extract from one and go into the other. So, the fermenter. Recipes. We can take potatoes, melon, apples, or sugarcane to get ethanol. Now, potatoes are probably going to be the easiest, but let's see how many potatoes we even have. We don't have many potatoes, but we do have a lot of sugarcane. So let's get like 2 stacks of sugarcane. And let's go ahead and sleep real quick. But we'll get 2 stacks of sugarcane, and that will get going. There's also a mob that has spawned. It's a pigman. Okay. I don't care if pigmen spawn because you can't do much about that. So the last thing we're going to need to do is get power. So typically power is going to be here. And we're just going to run it up to the top. And do something like this. And that'll work just fine. And then we just put our flux point in the center. Tell it main power, and these are all powered up. So this guy gets the sugarcane, and we'll start processing it. And I believe that it will actually do, yeah, it does 8 at a time, and it produces ethanol. And so from there, to get the biodiesel, we need ethanol and plant oil. And plant oil is just any types of seeds. In fact, industrial hemp seeds are really good. They give different values. So beetroots are 60, whereas melons are 20. Pumpkin are 40. Normal seeds are 80, but the industrial hemp seeds are 120 millibuckets each. So that is definitely the best way to go about things. And that is going to produce the plant oil. And this should go pretty quickly. And we just need 4 buckets of the biodiesel. And we could use that to do like powering stuff if we wanted to. Or there's a lot of things we can do with the biodiesel. But at the same time, meh. We just need it for what we're using it for. And then that's it. So let's just get this stuff in here. I can't remember. Can we actually attach this? We can. Does it? So we have 5 buckets in there. There is 1 bucket in here. Sure we can. Okay. That would be a lot easier than what I've been doing, so we'll go with that. Anyways, we can head downstairs. And the neat thing is, this will eventually fill up, and once we have, we have 20 buckets of it already. So it's one of those things that, like, once we have enough of, once we have what we need, we don't have to worry about these machines, and they're not going to draw power or anything like that. They shouldn't anyways, and so everything is fine. So, I know this episode's getting a little bit long, but for the last little bit, we're going to go ahead and put... Can I just click on these? I can. That is so much easier. So we're going to get the 4 biodiesel. And then we need 3 steel plates, 3 storage housings. Okay, so let's get the steel plates cooking up. We're also going to need vibrant quartz glass. There's the 3 quartz glass. Looks like we're gonna have to do that and get 1 more of those, and then we're gonna need 3 storage housings, which I don't have a recipe for. It's kind of surprising, because that should be in the dissolution chamber. So processing, storage housings, requires vibrant quartz glass. Okay, that's fine. And then we can go ahead and teach both the vibrant quartz glass and the standard quartz glass. And let's put all of these away where they go. And hopefully it works just fine. I mean, we'll see in just a second, but can we get 3 storage housings? No, because this has the honey with it. And so we need to and I can't see the honey. All right, so we'll just go ahead and let's grab what we need. So we need the quartz, vibrant quartz glass times 2. What else is in the normal storage housing? 3 redstone and 3 quartz enriched iron. So 1, 2, 3. And 3 redstone. 1, 2, 3. I believe, is there a fluid pattern grid that's for fluids? Potentially, but I don't know how to get to it. So that is the problem. And it doesn't matter how it like is processed, it's fine anyway. That is full of coal, but things are being sorted, so just a lot of coal. Okay, it'll catch up, I'm sure. So storage housing, we can then teach the system how to make that and put that down here. Not that we're going to need to make too many of those, but we can get 2 more storage housings. These should not take too long to make, and we can make the infinite or advanced storage housing, which is used for a bunch of the bigger things, but most importantly it's used for the infinite storage part. So those should be coming along anytime. There we go. So there's one. And once we have the second one, then we'll craft this, and then what I'll do is between episodes I'm going to just kind of work on getting the bees in a good situation, and we'll come back next time and hopefully be able to start working more on this infinite storage part, as well as we might start doing some questing and something else. I don't know. We'll figure that out, but that is important. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that is actually going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and next time, like I said, we're going to continue working on the infinite storage part, but also we might start working with applied energistics, just to start getting some more work done with that, see what we can do and whatnot. I'm going to work on bees. I'm going to work on this maybe a little bit. Definitely going to be building as much as I can, and we'll go from there. So the other thing I should probably work on is getting this area cleaned up and ready for the monsters, so that we can have all of the kill quests easily like completable. So that is the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.